This one's gonna be really quick.
Come on, let's
This is
go.
on the tube. Come on, let's go.
Get up, quick, get on the table.
Am I on this?
Yes, Mary and John are in this. You stand behind. Guards, there are guards in here, or like people carrying the tables. Ryan and Matthew.
Okay, John, your back is to the audience. Can't reach the audience on that side.
We're moving more center.
Yes.
Okay. All right, ready? Guards, what are you doing? Hold your spears. Wait. Ryan, you're not a guard. You're Joseph over here.
Okay. He has to have a walking stick.
And you guys should be swapping over right now. And go ahead.
Oh, Jesus crucified, for us he suffered, for us he died on the cross.
Symbol. The sixth station, Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. We adore you, Christ, and we praise you because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
In Jesus' time, it would have been unacceptable for a woman to speak with a man who is not a relative, particularly in such a public place as the streets of Jerusalem. Veronica saw that Jesus' face was dirty and bleeding. Rather than remain a silent member of the crowd, as would have been expected, she stepped forward and wiped the sweat, dirt, and blood from his face. Such an act of courage reflected the ways in which Jesus himself was courageous and loving by teaching and showing love for all, despite public opposition.
For us he suffered, for us he died on the cross.
Symbol. The seventh station, Jesus falls for the second time. We adore you, Christ, and we praise you because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Jesus falls again. People like to think of Jesus as a superhuman in terms of strength, endurance, and ability to bear all difficulties. Falling once, let alone more than once, is not the sign of a superhero. Yet by falling again, Jesus shows us that how human he is. Jesus loves us enough to see him vulnerable and hurting. Jesus does not stay down. He finds the strength to stand and walk to continue the work he knows must be done. In what ways do I fall in my life by not doing what is loving and good? Am I able to let others see my weaknesses and vulnerability? Is our class community one in which it is safe to fall, where one is not ridiculed or excluded but nurtured and supported?
And Lord, hear prayer, and the prayer is said, and the Sabbath motto is sung. And go ahead.
For Jesus crucified, for us he suffered, for us he died on the cross.
The eighth station, Jesus meets the weeping women of Jerusalem. We adore you, Christ, and we praise you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world.
Even in the midst of his great pain, suffering, and exhaustion, Jesus can hear the women nearby crying for the pain and injustice he is suffering. Their compassion touches him, but he knows they have more things for which to feel sorrow. Jesus knows that until people love one another as he taught, there will be much to feel sorrow over in the future. Jesus shares this sorrow with the women of Jerusalem. In what ways do people in my family, class, school, or the wider or global community experience difficulties, sorrow, or unfairness? Do I feel sorrow at the difficulties faced by others in my family, class, school, or in the wider or global community? How do I express my compassion and support? What might I do or encourage others to do to support people who live with sorrow, difficulties, or unfairness?
And the prayer is said, and the Sabbath motto is sung. The ninth station, Jesus falls.
That was a great
first.
Yeah, blow.
You're supposed to cut the whole. Okay.
One each.
She's gonna bow.
Hey.
All right. Oh, you got the easiest one.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go, James.
Blow Jeremy now.
Well done. Yay.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy and this is Peter, and on behalf of the youth team we would like to invite you to FAST24 this year on the 5th and 6th of March. That's next weekend from Friday evening to Saturday evening. This year's theme is No One is Saved Alone, we can only be saved together. Inspired by Pope Francis's encyclical Fratelli Tutti. Since 2016, FAST24 has been our parish's annual Lenten rally, when we offer 24 hours for the Lord through fasting, praying, journeying together as a community. We'll spend time in prayer, music, and reflection, inspirational talks, team building games, creative workshops, overnight sleep out in cardboard boxes, adoration, reconciliation, and the Mass. It is a great time to get to know others in the parish that maybe you have seen before but never talked to. I've gone for the past 2 years and I've personally learned a lot and enjoyed the experience. We start the fast on Friday evening with the Stations of the Cross and finish on the Saturday evening with the Mass. As usual, we have the guest speakers for FAST24. Our guest speakers this year are David Tham, Dennis and B, and our very own Father Paul. Last year, nearly 100 people took part, making FAST24 the biggest overnight Lenten rally in our archdiocese. This event is not just for the youth, but for anyone who would like to join.
Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy is one of our young leaders that's coming up within the youth group, and he's done a fantastic job in that announcement. He was also volunteered to make an announcement on Saturday. So we're very proud of him, and he's got a few friends also coming up in the youth group, and they've done a wonderful job helping us organise FAST24. So very excited about FAST24 this year, and we hope that you'll come and support it. And I'm here to tell you it's not just a youth event, it is a whole parish event. So we're really looking forward to everybody coming, from old to young. So really encourage you to come along.
Is there?